Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 13th, and I got an email yesterday from my kids' school. This is SD 43. With measles cases being reported internationally and spring break on the horizon, the Provincial Health Officer, her name isn't even mentioned in here. Why is that? Because she brings up such bad connotations. I can tell you she does for me. But anyway, the PHO, BC Centre for Disease Control and medical health officers, like who? Anyway, across the province are reminding people in British Columbia to check their and their children's vaccination records for the measles vaccine. And what it does is it makes everybody worried. It makes parents worried now because now they start to say measles cases are being reported. Yeah, are they? Are you having a big uptick in the measles here in British Columbia? What part? How many? Vancouver? Kamloops? Where? Where are you noticing the cases? Maybe we've heard of one. I don't know. How many are there? A state-run school, a public school, doing what the public health officer wants you to do. And I want to just warn people that, and I'm probably going to have to talk a little bit like an idiot because you can't actually say the words that you want to say. So you have to come up with other words. But like, I would be very, very careful of how these things are manufactured, right? So like, for example, if you buy a bottle of Tylenol here at like the superstore in Vancouver, and then you go to Toronto and you go to a London Drugs in Toronto and you buy a bottle of Tylenol, it would be manufactured ideally to the same standard. But these other things that I cannot name, I don't even know what to call them, whatever, they are not manufactured to the same standard. So you should know that. They are also, what's the word? That word, they're also sprinkled in like weird fairy dust, right? And if you don't trust me and if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe a former pharma executive, and she's a PhD, she's a researcher, she used to create these type of things, and now she's an investigative journalist. Now, as far as I know, the measles fairy dust or whatever we want to call it, that is manufactured by Merck. So if you trust Merck, go ahead. What is the word that I can use? Just be careful about what is in them now, because nowadays the So here's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you just don't eat these poison apples. That's what I'm saying. When the witch comes to you with the poison apple, do not take the poison apple. February 8th to February 18th, 2024. So in Canada, one new case of measles. That's in Canada, in all of Canada. And one new case of congenital rubella. What the heck? And so it says here currently there are 7 active cases of measles and 2 active cases of congenital rubella syndrome / infection in Canada. So I go to look some more and I'm like, is this like, this chart doesn't look like too scary to me, but if you want to scare yourself, go ahead. Now look at this. It's not even in BC. If I'm meant to believe that this is accurate, I don't see any reports in BC. I see Saskatchewan and I see down here in Ontario. Like, don't start clutching your pearls and rushing off to do something when you don't know if it's meant to be done. That is my warning for you. Let's have one more look at, can't even name, I'm not going to name this lady. Let's have one more look at her.
By the way, here, I'm not endorsing until this is investigated fully. Nobody should be taking anything. That's my professional opinion. But
But this person who has researched this, who worked in this field, she's not the only one that speaks up about this, is just recommending that you hold off, just hold off on the poison apple. That's all I got to say. So don't freak out if you see an email from school. Just please don't freak out. I'm imploring all you parents out there. I don't know. I also have an aunt that's about in her 60s. She's like 65 and she got the polio vaccine and she has polio. So I don't know. Our family doesn't really have good luck with these damn things. Ask for an ingredient list. I doubt they can even provide that to you. I'm just going to tell a personal story. I remember when I was in grade 3, I was called into the nurse's office out of class, and they gave me a rubella thing. And I just sat there and took it. I didn't know. And of course we questioned nothing. I don't even know if my parents signed a form because I really don't think they did. I don't even recall bringing a form home to them. And I don't know if they signed something at the beginning of the year, if things were different then, saying you can jab up my daughter as much as you want. I don't know, but they took me out of class, did that, sent me back to class. And I remember after that, I used to get eczema. Like I had eczema all inside my arms, like on the inside of my elbows and around my face, pretty much until I was 20 something, nearly 30. I mean, I grew up as a child with like eczema all down here, looking like friggin' Abraham Lincoln when I went to school. I was probably the only 8-year-old girl with a soul patch. And, it's like, okay, I didn't die. I didn't become paralyzed, but, I kind of think like, what? That's the only thing that happened to me. And then after that, my face started looking like that. And don't mess with the face. Just wait till the Online Harms Act comes in, and I don't know what the hell happened to me then. I do have a sponsor. Thank you to someone who purchased some gold from New World Precious Metals from me. They sell gold and they sell silver, and I did a video on this. I'll link it below. Yeah, I'll link it on my YouTube channel and on my Rumble channel. And thank you so much. I mean, that was wonderful that you participated in that. And I hope to do more videos with the team at New World Precious Metals. And I hope that it was a good purchase for you. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Have a lovely evening. Talk to you soon.